hobby ideas. I am here to show you how to make Ganpati in super dough, which is a air hardening clay or air drying clay. So let's start. These super doughs, they come in different bright colors like blue, green, red, yellow, black, white. You can mix these colors to get the different shade. These clays are air hardening and non-messy. So now let's start on the recipe of how to make a Ganpati. I have taken red clay and I will take yellow clay, mix it together to form orange color. If you leave the clay open, it may harden. So be careful that whatever amount of clay that you are using, you can use it. The rest you can keep it covered. More of yellow and less of red. Let's take OHP sheet to start work. Mix it thoroughly. If you observe, this clay does not stick onto your hands. It's very non-messy as I said earlier. Roll it into a nice round ball of clay. When you're sticking two parts of this clay, you don't need any glue because it sticks on its own. We keep this ball aside and we take yellow clay. What I'm going to do with this yellow clay is make the legs of the Ganesha with a yellow colored dhoti, and I'm going to roll it into a nice round ball, then into a cylinder and roll it further from the center into a shape of a coil, which is like this. So it's thin in the center, little thicker here, and then again thinning out on the ends of the coil. I'm going to just turn it into a circle like this, and this round ball of clay is going to be Ganesha's torso. As and when you need to make a part of the body of Ganesha, you need to mix the clay, because if you mix the clay before, it may just dry before you start modeling it with your hands. I'm going to make the feet now and the hands. So we mix it again and try to match the color with the color of the body. Just in case if you think that you need to add little yellow, you can add little yellow. This looks little darker to me, but I think the feet and the hands can be little darker, so I leave it to this color shade. To make the feet, I will need really small balls of clay and I roll them into nice round balls. Any shape that you need to form in clay, it is very important that you start rolling it into a ball and then give it a particular shape. So that makes it easy to kind of decide the shape you want to mold the clay in. I have these flattened triangular shape. These are the clay modeling tools that we have. So all these clay modeling tools have got different tips to use them to give different textures, to create different shapes. With this, let's use this one, which is pointed at the edge and slightly sharp, to make the feet. So I have a line that is segregating the thumb and the toes. It goes a similar way here. I can also use this pointed portion to create a nail, just giving an impression of a nail. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to stick these feet, and this can go above this. Little designs that I can add to the dhoti, these pleats, just to make it realistic. Yes, the back side can be with this groove. So we make a sacred thread for Ganesha using a sharp edge of this tool with a navel here before we add the hands and the head. You can also extend it from the back and join it here. So we've also extended it on the back. We will make the hands of the Ganesha now. Let's make it into a nice round ball. And then roll it thin on one side. This is going to be the elbow part, and this is going to be the wrist and the palm. So we have this upper arm, the lower arm, and the palm. Let's press this palm upwards and we create a thumb and 4 fingers. So we have one hand that is giving us the blessings on the right hand side, and the other hand will have the modak. So we roll it again into a coil which is thin and thick, then the upper arm, then the lower arm and the palm. So flatten it and create fingers. Now we make the head. We will make the head and the trunk from this ball of clay. You can either pinch it in your hands like this, or you can roll it into a conical shape. So this is the trunk and this is the head. You can pinch out the trunk a bit and make the head. I'm going to stick the head on the body. Give it a little more precise shape. Press the arms little inside. And the trunk and the head is ready. We need to make the ears now, for which I'm going to make orange color again by mixing yellow and red. Once you mix it properly, you get a nice even orange color. Roll it into a ball, cut it into equal halves to make the ear. You may flatten it into a round shape, or you can give a precise shape of an ear of an elephant. Shape both the ears in the similar way and stick it on the sides. Let's make the crown for Ganesha. You can use yellow, or you can choose the color you want to make the crown in. Roll it into a nice ball of clay and make a coil. Roll the coil around your finger and we will need one more coil to join and make it pointed. The second coil can be narrow at one end and slightly thicker at the other. Start from where the first coil is ended. Go on circling it and close the top. Yes, we may add a small ball of clay for the top of the crown. Let's make the eyes and little texture on the trunk of the Ganesha. We can just pierce 2 holes for the eyes here. And the eyebrows. Let's make the modak. So I have mixed little white in yellow to make the modak or a laddu. Roll it into a nice round ball of clay. Pinch it into a shape of a modak. If you want to make it more precise, you can even run these lines with the knife and we have the modak. We can also make tusks for the Ganesha. Roll it into a ball, roll it into a cone, and we have this. I'm going to stick it here. And one more. And stick here. And here goes the Ganesha. For the love of craft, please visit us at www.hobbyideas.in.